Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. It's been a while. It has been a while. I am back, and you are watching. I think it's going to be official. I think we're going to call it the drawing habit. So you're watching the drawing habit, and it's the semi daily, semi bi-weekly type drawing thing. I don't even know. I don't know. Here I am. Here I am. And so we're going to be doing some drawing today. This time it's going to be a little longer. We're going to be doing about 30 minutes of a figure drawing studies, and we're going to jump into like one one portrait head study that's going to be 30 minutes, and then it's going to probably go from. It's probably going to continue on tomorrow or another time. So let's get going, man. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Move all this stuff out. And we're going to begin drawing. All right, let's do this. Let's get a little bit going on here, bud. I'm going to start off with some 2-minute gesture drawings. Some 2-minute gesture drawings starting now. See if we can get this going. Just want to, it's been a while. A little what do you call it? Rusty. So we're just gonna kind of go. It's gonna. Gonna get gesturally. It's kind of whipping the pencil here. Her foot would come off the paper. Like that. So I'm listening to some nice beats, man. Got some nice beats going on. Not beats that I listen right now on the. Oh no! Not the music that's being listed like playing on my station right now. I don't have access to this kind of music. I'll get copyright flagged if I were to play it on my channel, so I can't use it. So I have to have like multiple music kind of playing at the same time. It's kind of like it's a little rough to be quite honest with you. So this person's kind of like balled up into. She was in a ball, right? Okay, start with the head. So man, I've been gone. I've been out. I've been enjoying this like break, man. I'll tell you what, it was a nice break. I don't know. I've been on a break, I've been thinking about like how I want to pursue my live streams from now on. And I don't know, I haven't come up with a definitive like schedule, right? And I've been kind of thinking about like what kind of schedule I can do that's feasible. And I've been thinking maybe doing something that's like every other day or days that I'm off, right? And still draw on the days. I still want to draw every day, and I'm working on that. I'm working on some sort of like system, some sort of reward system, essentially, to really motivate me to draw every day outside of doing the live streams. And here I am. I'm doing my live streams now, and I don't know why I took such a long break. I was really enjoying it. I was enjoying it. It was so nice. It was so nice. Don't get me wrong. Like I played video games, and it was probably a mistake. Actually, it was a mistake to play those video games, but I enjoyed doing it. It's like the ultimate in like escape. Like just get away from a few hours and to kind of just mindlessly trek around in these worlds and just explore and explore just like to have fun. So I was playing video games and I thought to myself, how can I how can I make it so I maintain a drawing habit, right? How can I do this? And I need a, like, I hate saying this, you know how like you have to kind of give yourself like goalposts or something to kind of, you know how like something to kind of drive you forward. You know how like people like, I don't know, like fitness people or bodybuilders, I don't know if they do this, but like a lot of them will have this cheat day where they'll have a cheat meal, like they're dieting all week, and then they can't wait to have their thing of ice cream or whatever, you know. Um, and I'm thinking, well, where's my thing of ice cream, right? And I'm thinking to myself, what if I what if I were to make video games my ice cream treat? So I think I got something that will be a kind of like a motivator for me to draw, and also a motivator for me to have something that is enjoyable for me. Because I did for 500 days, I did nothing but draw, and I didn't have like something I was really looking forward to at the end of the day. You know, I didn't have anything like that, and it sucked. Like I had nothing. And why was I doing the live streams if I didn't have any like, I didn't what like there was no like goalpost or no reward system in place. And you could make the argument, you could say, oh well, maybe the reward system is like just the reward system could be like it could be what could it be? The fact that you just did all those live streams, like you could make the argument that that is the reward system in itself, and there is something to be said about that. That it was rewarding in some form or another, right? But it wasn't like it was all consuming. It consumed all my available free time, or maybe perhaps I was going at it with a mindset where I felt like it was consuming my free time. I noticed that when I was that my free time, I have I've noticed that my I noticed that you have like how you view your time, if really like is how you view your time and how you perceive time is how you're also going to utilize your time, or how much time you're gonna have available. So like if you view time as if you don't have any time at all to do anything, guess what? You are going to subconsciously make yourself have no a time available for you. And I noticed that the more I said I didn't have time, the less time I kind of had. And I tell you what, man, I was enjoying. Well, I'm bouncing. I'm like bouncing everywhere. I haven't done this in such a while. I haven't done this for like 10 days, and it's been a glorious 10 days. It's a much needed break. I think. I think what I'm trying to get at is you got to set yourself up with some sort of reward system, and you can't just. Some people they're motivated. They're just like the journey is the motivation, you know, like they love it so much that they can't do anything else, and you know, and then some people like me, you know, and like a lot of the world, you know, they love what they do, like they love doing certain things, but you know, after a while it can get a little bit, you know, this is an awkward position, by the way. It's like she's laying down, she's doing like a push-up almost. It can get a little bit, you know, mundane, and the journey can sometimes get very difficult. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting up reward systems, and one reward system is my goal is to draw for an hour every day, whether people are awake or when everyone's asleep, it doesn't matter. And then I'll reward myself with at least an hour of game time or something. Or I'll wait till everyone goes to bed and then I'll reward myself with some game time. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out some sort of like, just something I could do to really, you know. Okay, we're going to stop session, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some 5-minute ones. There's something I can do that will be like a motivator, you know, and something to really kind of get me pumped to do drawing the live streams. I like drawing. I love doing it. I don't like doing it late at night, and that's what I've always talked about. It's never been the time that I have to do these things has never been like the best time. I think the best time for me to do if I were to draw, the best time for me to draw would probably be from like noon to 3, you know, after lunch, and just kind of draw for a couple hours. But I don't have that yet. Maybe I will in the future, you know, right? But right now I don't really have that luxury, and that's okay. It's just it just takes some uh, um, it just takes a lot of manipulation of time. I like this model. The way her hips pivot downward, it really expresses her belly. So I like this is a very I guess because she's got like very pronounced landscape, like pelvis, like she's got like very pronounced like landscape, like anatomy architecture. But I'm back and I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I spent a lot of my time watching playing video games, and really binge watching. Gosh, I was getting into it was called like Britain's Benefits, or it was like a British show where it just talked about like the citizens of like Britain or like England, about the citizens of England and how a lot of them were on like government subsidies. And it was just really interesting, man. I was like just getting into it, you know. I had a hard time buying a lot of their not excuses, but a lot of their reasons because a lot of them would say like I can't get a job, and then they would get a job opportunity, and then they're like, well, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm like, you can't really be you're not in the position to be begging or like choosing what kind of career you want at this point, man. You either want a job or you don't. You know. I mean, I was in that position too. I've done that too, where like I wanted a specific job. I'm not this right here is not that good. I need to move her entire arm like farther out. At least that's what it feels like, because I'm kind of compressed her torso in. So we're not gonna get to that right now because this is a 5-minute drawing and I'm already past 2 minutes. But man, I'm happy to be back. I'm just happy to draw again. I'm not gonna lie. The first few days that I stopped doing my lives, the first few days, I felt like a little depressed. Like I felt like I felt really like I felt like I said to myself, I was like saying to myself, who am I? Like what am I what's my purpose now, since I don't have anything to do. And then I kind of filled that up with video gaming for a little while. So what I've done here is this is okay, but everything needs to be moved around. This needs to be moved out here. Her torso, I've kind of pushed in her torso too much, and I need to bring out her torso, which means a lot of this like this area needs to be brought out probably right here. And all this stuff needs to be brought out a little bit. So the thing about doing these drawings is you got to know when you're making mistakes, and as long as you're noticing that, it's okay. So I'm going to do another one. But it's been a minute. It has been a minute. So when you're drawing, you just want to make sure that you got to be honest with yourself sometimes. So like I try to be honest with myself. It's been a while since I've drawn, so I'm a little bit stiff. I think my first few were pretty loose. They're pretty loose, but I'm back. Maybe I kind of stiffened up the longer I started drawing. And I've kind of haven't drawn for like a week or so. So I'm happy to get back into it. And it's nice to kind of just get back into drawing, really. So this is a more of an interesting pose. She's kind of, I need to move her torso a little bit more this way. She's standing face forward. Let's give her a block head for now. And she's got like a samurai like helmet thing on. And then she's got like a little bow. So it's like a minute long, 5-minute drawing. So I'm not expecting much. And she's got her breast area like wrapped, bound, like bandaged up or something. I don't know. And then we gotta give her some arms, man. Like that. And she's mostly in like clothes. Oops. Like that. And we're just going to kind of add like something like this. And then she's got this giant sword. Again, I'm not really worried about capturing the details at this moment. My I'm just trying to practice, and some days you're gonna have really good drawings, some days you're not. I noticed that I need to make our torso bigger, and maybe her neck a little taller. Basically, all around longer. Oh, a lot longer. Like the her dress goes all the way down to the sword. Probably could make her arms a little longer. So don't like these are just studies, right? You don't want to hold you don't want to make your drawing so precious, right? You just want to you really you really want to just keep them. I'll tell you what, I really do feel like my first few drawings were very, very on point. Now I'm kind of getting scratchy with my lines. So let's do a little bit of this. Anyways, I'm getting kind of scratchy with my lines. Um, so here we go. Let's kind of draw. We're just gonna count this as a loss because I need to make everything longer, and I only have like 30 seconds. So it's okay to have bad drawings, right? It really is. And I think that's one of the very endearing things of my live streams is I will bomb my drawings a lot. And unfortunately, I don't have in a 5 minute time frame. I don't have the time to kind of to start over. I'm like, okay, that's how I started this drawing. Let's go back and do another one. So start another one, 5 minutes. Get the position of the head, get a line to kind of indicate the clavicle, like the sternum, the clavicle position. Torso is kind of doing something like this. Let's draw let's go kind of like comic style and do some lines to kind of indicate hips. That's kind of and quite honest with you, I am undershooting her waist. She's like wearing a corset, and it's like completely shrinking her torso, dude. I'm like, what is too thin? Torso's way too thin. You know, torso's too thin. So it's throwing me off. Her arm. I don't know what's going on over here, actually. And she's leaning on a post. Oh boy, this is not going to turn out well. And it's some figures, you know, like this one for me, I would literally have to spend a good 20 minutes just fiddling around with and drawing it very lightly to really kind of get understanding of what's happening, you know. Yeah, buddy, I miss back here. Mm-mm-mm. I am rusty. That is sure. That's true. That's a fact. That's why I got to start doing this again. That's why you got to have consistently. You got to consistently draw, right? You got to consistently do it. You do get a little bit of there's a little bit of webs and like you're gonna there's some dust and webs that I gotta uh, uh, scrub off. All right, so now time for something else. I'm gonna stop doing this for now. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and do the face. All right, we're gonna do. Whoops. We're gonna do a custom face for 30 minutes. All right. Now we're gonna do a 30-minute face. Starting now. So I'm gonna pursue this. Since I have 30 minutes, I'm gonna go at it differently. I'm gonna draw lightly the circle. We're gonna draw. This is awesome. I love it. Makes it so much easier. I'm gonna do a face forward line here. I'm gonna cut that head in half. We want to basically cut this off actually, and we want to do something like this. Technically, you're supposed to make like a square out of it, like this. And then cut that half. That's supposed to be the top of the eyebrow. This is supposed to be like the nose. And then something like that. So I'm not looking at the face right now. I'm kind of doing a simple construction of kind of getting placement of where I'm going to put things. And so the mouth's probably somewhere around here. Okay. So now that I have kind of simple construction, what I'm going to do, and we're also going to do the neck here. It's been a while, so I apologize if this doesn't look like what you're expecting. All right. So the head, the eyes on this one, the ears are below the nose because you're kind of looking up a little bit. The nose is a little up here. So the eyes are going to have to go up a little higher here. I'm going to draw some circles, kind of estimate the sockets of the eyes here. And then The top of the lips are below the ears. So we're going to push everything down a little bit more. And we're just going to draw a kind of like the shape that's going to kind of indicate the placement of the lips. He's got very broad jaw. All right. So let's kind of get some things kind of drawn out here real quick. It's been a while. It has been a while. All right. Now time to use this as a basis. I'm really rusty. I forgot everything. I forgot everything. Oh my gosh. Not everything. I like my mind, my hand, and my eyes are not coordinating with each other right now. They're like, no, you're not. No, we're not going to do it. He's not going to do it. I'm like, please do it. No. All right. So now time to kind of slow down and do some of the things that I'm seeing here. I'm looking at the guy's eyebrows. He's got some big eyebrows. Kind of tilt down. And he's wearing like a skull cap, so we're just gonna there you go, do something like that. Ooh, this is throwing me off. So there you go. So I feel like this needs to be moved back a little bit more. Like that, maybe. Now let's go ahead and do some things here. I'm kind of afraid to draw, actually. Here we go. Draw the nose. There we go, something like that. I think that's okay. But I can already tell what I'm noticing is the eyes, man. Those eyes are gonna be a problem. Already gonna be a problem because I don't feel like I have to put them right here in this area here. Like right around here. And I'm feeling like the eyes, I feel like I have to move everything up again because he's got like these lids. His eyelids are very prominent on this, you know? And I don't feel like I'm going to get that with these eyebrows. So So I feel like his eyebrows need to be start up higher, actually. Because he's got these he's like really, you can see, I'm looking up. We're looking kind of up at his head. And he's got these, I hate this eraser, by the way. Something like that feels more what I'm seeing. Although I think I need to put this eyes closer in. And this one, his other eye, kind of, it's more like a teardrop almost. Okay. So now what I'm seeing I'm doing wrong. So this is what's happening. I'm noticing everything I'm doing wrong. And the only reason why I'm noticing is because when I start making marks and I start putting information on my drawing, that's when you start seeing what's happening or seeing all the things that you're messing up on. His eyes are too far apart. You know, I think I need to move his eyes in. This one kind of has more angles to it. The other one's more of a teardrop, right? So, wow. I am making some mad mistakes today. All right. So what I need to do, his nose needs to taper in more than I'm giving him credit. And I need to give him a higher brow. We need to put the eyes. His nose needs to go up a a little bit. Wow, guys. I'm struggling today. We're gonna start all over. We're gonna start all over again. Okay. Time to start all over again. So I need to go slower this time. And if you're like, why are you doing it all over again? Well, it just wasn't happening. I kept noticing everything I was doing wrong, and I think I'll be better off if I just go back and slow down, because I really didn't do the understructure as much as I'd like to. So I'm going to practice doing some circles here. Now I'm going to do all right. And now close enough. Okay. So this is supposed to be like the top of the eyes. This is supposed to be the nose, etc. And I never really liked that format, but we're going to use it anyways. And we're going to go bigger. Okay. And then we can always shrink it down as we go. All right. The ears are supposed to kind of come off right here. But because this one particularly, the ears are lower because you're slightly looking up. Like he's kind of tilted his head up. So you're going to see the bottom of his nose, a little bit more of the bottom of his nose here. And then the ears are below his nose. Also, we got the problem. The main problem is his head. He's got like a beanie on, so that's distracting me. And now let's go ahead and let's draw. Some people like to do this. I'm going to do it for this one. Is we're going to draw like a circle to kind of get the muzzle of the mouth here. And from this ear, we're going to draw kind of like an arcing motion here. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to draw some angles here about how I see the face, or how I see some of the face here. All right. Okay, so this is already feels a little bit more sound. It just takes some trial and error. And as I said, I'm coming off from like an 11-day hiatus, so I haven't been really looking. I haven't been really looking at things, and that can affect, you know, your drawing. So he's got kind of like high cheekbones. So we're gonna kind of continue those cheekbones a little bit. We're gonna exaggerate them right around here. And then we're going to draw something like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this where we kind of get an idea of the brow. And I do this a lot, is I'll exaggerate the forms a little bit more, and sometimes I over exaggerate them. All right, so let's draw eyes here. All right, so now let's go ahead and this is like the area that his mouth is kind of at. That's not his mouth, but like the top of his lip. All right, so let's get this guy's lip in. Like that. His bottom lip's bigger than his upper lip, just by a little bit, actually. And I don't think I've given him a big enough chin. Like, I think I need to, as I said, he's got like a very masculine jawline, so everything needs to be brought down a little bit more to kind of accommodate his bigger mouth and his chin, because I'm not really getting that bottom of his chin. He's got these areas right here, they're not really being accounted for. So we're gonna bring the stuff, everything down a little bit more, like this. Zoom out. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. It's just very hard. All right. Like that. All right. Now, I think I need to make his nose a little bit bigger, because I'm making everything a little bit wider to accommodate everything. Maybe something like that feels a little bit better. Anyways, I only have a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have to stop this, and then I'm going to probably continue it another time, maybe on my own free time. I just kind of like lost it. I just stopped talking, man, because I got a little frustrated, man. Got a little frustrated. Everything was not going great, but it wasn't going bad until near the end. The good thing, like what's interesting about these live streams is like, people they need to. I think they need to show more of this, where this like is struggling. I am going to redraw this over and over this. I'm going to redraw over this, just not today. I just want to kind of get an outline. I'm going to draw over it. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I will notice the things that I've done wrong tomorrow when I come back to it. It's hard to notice those things. It's hard to notice these things sometimes when you're drawing for an extended period of time, is you kind of miss things. You become kind of blind for a while, and I will notice what I did wrong tomorrow when I bring this drawing back up. Like, wow, I did a lot of. I really, dropped the ball on some of these things. So my goal is to work on this for about an hour or so tomorrow, or maybe Monday. I don't know. I'll have to save the photo. Like, I'll literally have to save the photo. All right. Only have a few more minutes, and I'm going to be calling it a day for today. So notice these lines. I'm doing a lot of vertical lines up and down to kind of get an idea of where I need to be drawing my eyes. Where I need to place my eyes. And this one's an interesting photo of the guy because he's got like the really big eyelids, like they're really pronounced right here. You can really notice the top eyelid a lot on this guy's face, on his portrait. So he's got like these really pronounced eyebrows and eyelids that are really present. They're very present in the photo. It's the picture itself. So it has its own, that kind of like has its challenges, and has its own challenges. And I struggle a lot. I typically struggle a lot with these drawings. Quite honest with you, like I really do struggle. I think what I'm noticing now is I think I overemphasize the lips. I think the nose is okay. When you kind of you start getting closer to an image and you start like fixating on something, you won't notice it until later on. So I'll notice this tomorrow. I'll notice the things tomorrow and I'll make the changes. But right now I'm just trying to get something on the what would you call it, like the paper. I'm just trying to keep the drawing moving, propelling forward, because just because. And I'm trying not to worry about small inconsequential things like, oh, I kind of made a boo-boo here and there. That's not my point at this point of the drawing. I'm not too worried about small minor things like that. So we got the eye here. I think the eye's okay. Notice how I'm drawing like transparent. I'm drawing through the lines here. Yeah, I noticed that the lips are too big. The lips are too big. He's got a big set of some kissers right there. But like I've overemphasized them. I think everything's kind of placed wrong. Um, I think it has to do with I think the cheekbones need to be higher up on him, and I probably could taper in his mouth a little bit. I think the mixed up got high cheekbones. I'd maybe emphasize the jaw might be a little bit big. I don't know. I'll have to come back to it tomorrow. I'm not when I've kind of had a break from it. But I think I'm on the right track. What would help is if I could actually zoom in on the photo a little bit and kind of really, like the photo itself, just like look closely at it. Because I really need to focus on one spot and to kind of move around and tweak and manipulate as I go. All right, so I think that's it for today, man. Not bad first day coming into it. It's been a while. It's been a while, but we'll get back into it. And I think I'm done. I'll come back and I'll work on this a little bit more tomorrow. I have to think about what I've been doing wrong. Yeah, I have to think about what I've been doing wrong. Yeah, so that is it, man. That's it. Guppy, man. Yeah. Can you draw a lady acting like a frog, please? And a princess acting like a frog, too. Princess acting like a frog. What? A lady acting like a frog. And a princess acting like a frog. I gotta write that down. A lady acting like a frog. And a princess. I wish I could. Let's see. Like a frog. What would that look like? I need to do something like that where I need to do a request day. That's what I would like. I think I should try doing something like that. That's something for me to think about. I got that written down. I don't know what's going to happen from it, but like, I'm going to think about maybe doing a request day. I've been thinking about doing that. Maybe not as creative. I haven't done something like that in a while, so I have to think about it. But anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching today's live art stream. I'm back, and I'm just going to get better and better each day. I was off for like 10 days, man. really rusty. Really rusty. I was feeling it. I was feeling the rust. Just like, I need some WD-40 to kind of like just get those gears in motion, right? Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Now that I look at it, I see what I'm doing wrong. Well, I kind of do. Anyways, just want to say thank you so much for watching today's live art stream. If you have not already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Pearson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I will see you soon. Probably, I've been thinking about this. I'm probably going to be doing this at most 4 days a week. So I've been pondering maybe doing it Monday through Thursday, and then Saturday Friday through Sunday, I'll be doing some more personal stuff that I need to kind of like really, um, I need to do on my own. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.